The moment I speak about fasting, some of you will be like, oh, I cannot do this, ye mujhse nahi hoga. But you know what? Fasting is neither so difficult, nor is it something that is just a fad. Due importance in a number of our ancient texts, ancient wisdom has been focusing on fasting very, very actively. Now, when we speak about fasting, it does not mean you have to starve yourself throughout the day. There are many ways in which you can fast. But what is the reason why we need to fast? Let's understand that a little better. Whether it is the Navratris that we follow or whether it is any other festival that we may have during the entire course of the year, we prefer fasting, whether it is the Ekadashi fasting or weekly once fasting, and there are so many types of fasting. You know why people do it? It is not only for religious reasons, it is also to give rest to your body. Your body is constantly going through a digestion process every single day. Imagine what would happen to you if your boss at work would call you on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Wouldn't you say that, come on, one day I need rest, I need one day with my family, I need one day to just rejuvenate myself, relax myself so that my stress goes away and I am more prepared for the coming week? Yes, that is the concept behind the weekly holidays, isn't it? But do we give that weekly holiday to our stomach? No. Now, I'm not asking you to have a weekly fast every single week. No, I'm not asking you that. What I'm asking you to do is that let's revisit the concept of intermittent fasting. Now, many of you may raise eyebrows thinking that intermittent fasting, having that 16 hours of a gap and 8 hours of a eating window, that's just a Western fad. It doesn't make sense. But let's understand what is the science behind it. As I told you in the previous challenge, our body is capable of doing only one thing at a time. So it can either do digestion or it can do detoxification. So when it is busy with digestion, it cannot do any repair of our body. So if there is any inflammation, if there is any muscle wear and tear, if there is any bones that need repair, if there is any relaxation or cortisol reduction, all of this will not happen when we are continuously busy in the process of digestion. It will happen when we are detoxifying, and this detoxification happens usually maximum when we are sleeping. So to make your intermittent fasting extremely simple and easy for you, isn't it better that you do fasting while you are sleeping anyways in the night? Yes, if you have had your dinner by around 7 o'clock every single day, if you have finished your dinner early and you have had a light dinner, then by the time you actually go to sleep around 9:30, your food will already be digested. And by the time your food is already digested, you go into deep sleep. What happens in your deep sleep? You are into a fasting state. In that deep sleep, in that fasting state, your body is actually detoxifying. It is repairing the muscles. There are a lot of cells in our body that are built and they die every single day. So all of those dead cells is garbage in your body that requires cleaning. So that cleaning happens during the detoxification process. Any hormonal imbalance that you may be going through, that hormone balancing happens when you are into deep sleep in a detoxification state. And detoxification will happen when you are not digesting. So imagine a situation when you eat your dinner only by 9:30 or 10 o'clock. And when your dinner is eaten by 10 o'clock, it is going to keep digesting for the next 3 hours. And then you sleep late. So you have already missed out on a significant period of time when your body was actually supposed to do your hormone balancing. So if you are not sleeping at the time when you were supposed to actually detoxify, how will you really get the benefits of detoxification? Your body requires rest from digestion. If you cannot give that rest during the day, give that rest during night. And that rest during night will happen only if you eat early. So finish your dinner by 7:30 and make sure you give at least 12 to 13 hours of a gap between your dinner and your breakfast the next day. This is the bare minimum that is required for you. When you do a bare minimum fasting of 12 to 13 hours every single day between your dinner and your breakfast, you have achieved the goals of intermittent fasting, and that's the best form of intermittent fasting for those of you who are beginners. Our body works according to a circadian clock. That means we will be able to digest food faster depending on the sun cycle. So when the sun is at its heaviest, that's when we can digest our best. And as and how the sun is lesser and lesser, that means during the sunset time, our digestion capability also reduces. Our pancreas starts shutting down, and hence it is very important that we finish our food by sunset. And once we finish that, we give enough 12 to 13 hours of a gap before our breakfast, so that your body has taken care of its detoxification, your wear and tear of your muscles, cell regeneration, and reduction of any aches and pains, and so much more. This is the best and the easiest way of cleansing, easiest way of detoxification, easiest way of anti-aging, and easiest way of longevity. I hope this challenge inspires you to eat your dinner early and make sure there is a 12 to 13 hours of a gap before your dinner and your breakfast. That's the challenge for today. See you again in the next one. Namaste.